they wait till we have a guest on the show, and then they'll go make a sales call.
They just listening to whoever comes on and go following up on it.
Yeah.
Well, they want to be on the show, or they wouldn't be on there. Obviously, they want to advertise.
They know the power of radio. The day that I went to see Dr. Toledo, you told me about that. We had him on the show.
Oh, they've been bugging him?
And then sales had already been out there.
I thought you had to talk with him, or told Gavin or somebody to quit bugging guests. Didn't you? I thought you did.
I don't know if that's ever come up.
Has it? Well, they've done it before. Somebody comes on, they go, oh, man. They'll run right out to whoever it is. Can't remember who the last one was, but it came up before.
I'd forgotten about that. That'll be the new edict. Leave our guests alone. Flip open a phone book. See who advertises. Watch television. See who's on that. Watch that stuff in between the TV show. Those are commercials. People pay for that. Go after them. Go bother them. Don't bother people that have been on this show. Now Dr. Toledo doesn't know. If we have him on again, one of our sales monkeys are going to go back out there.
And you got to put up with that. Tell them to get out. So he don't want to be on anymore?
No, he wasn't pissy about it. He just said, I don't really need to advertise.
Yeah.
Is this going to be, every time you guys have me on? No.
Someone's going to come knocking.
Right. I'll fix it. You want to go over there and get anything done?
I'd like to. I don't know what all he can do for me.
He's big on jabbing.
I don't want to be jabbed. Well, you got all the Botox and such.
You ever seen me squint?
Mm-hmm. It really looks better. Your forehead does. I can tell a difference.
Up here?
I can tell a difference. Unless it was just not wrinkly before. Because I can tell a difference from your nose up.
Well, I think they did the sand blasting.
Microdermabrasion.
Yeah, I think that was part of it.
Squint like that. It'll be your eyes. Let me see your eyes crinkle.
Do that again. You look like a fat Chinese. What? All right, there.
Yeah.
What do you say?
You don't assume. Well, you never had wrinkles, though.
Yeah, I got it.
No, you don't. Quit. Chinese man, quit out.
And I figured that dermabrasion chemical thing, I figured that's something you get done every couple of years, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
They said chicks go in there once a month for that.
Is it cumulative, or are you just resetting every month?
I don't know what it does. I mean, I know what it's doing. It's just beating off dead skin off your face. And at our age, it's probably not a bad idea, because you don't know how much will come off.
I know. I look totally different.
Yeah. It's just, after a certain point, just stuff that you took for granted, you gotta keep an eye on.
I know. I flip through old picture and I go, damn.
How come nobody told us when we were that young to appreciate that? Because maintenance is going to be a bitch.
You just wake up one morning and look in the mirror and go, yeah, who's that?
Well, my parents staying with me.
God.
I'm not digging it.
Yeah.
And I seriously think, unless something happens in the world of plastic surgery, I'm out at 50.
You're not out at... Quit it. You'll be very wildly successful in 5 years. Bigger and bigger and better than you've ever been.
Well,
more sex, more money, more everything you've ever wanted will be yours in 5 years. You will not want to leave.
Perfect time to check out.
You'll be on top.
I'll be the Jim Morrison of the millennium.
No.
Open the door. It's amazing that you got to watch different stuff. You get up, and then something's sore that didn't used to be sore, and it could have happened when you were 25, but now you're thinking, what went out?
Yeah. Tim Allen is a guy who you kind of think of as being pretty decent looking. He is in a Speedo in that movie Meet the Cranks, or Christmas with the Cranks. It's a Christmas movie. We rented it this last weekend.
How's it end?
First of all, he ends up giving away his trip to Hawaii that he planned to his neighbor whose wife is dying of cancer.
Very nice.
Okay.
Hold on. Rob, did you just call me?
No, sir.
Okay, two-way zits. Go ahead.
But Jamie Lee Curtis is in a bikini at one point. They're gonna skip Christmas. Long story short, they skip Christmas.
Why are you watching this?
It was a kid movie. Joy had her kid.
Oh, okay.
Kind of a Christmas movie.
All right.
They're going to skip Christmas totally, so everybody in the neighborhood gets mad at them. Not going to put any decorations, not going to do any work, okay? So they're going to have go on a cruise instead. At some point, they go to Tan. Jamie Lee Curtis is in a bikini. You don't want to see that part of the movie.
Is that bad?
Oh, yeah. It's horrible. I can't believe they talked her into it. I don't know how much extra money she got to stand in a tanning salon area in a mall.
Like, how bad?
Oh, bad. I mean, like, fat, poofing out.
From her pubes up in True Lies, she looked good.
That was True Lies.
And that was
80.
No, it was 90s. Probably 93, 94. Okay, so 10, 11 years.
Happened a lot. It's horrible. I cannot really, honestly, I was embarrassed to watch. It would be like me being in a film. You know, a lot of people are going to see in a Speedo, because he gets in a Speedo.
How does he look?
But he's not fat, but he's got a big gut. Like one of those muscle guts, you know?
Right.
But with his clothes on, you look at him and you go, that's a good-looking guy. But I don't know what they paid him to get in those outfits.
Was it...
But she looks terrible.
Was that part of the gag? Did they look bad?
Of course, part of the gag is...
Well, do you think maybe they just dicked her up a little bit?
Mm-mm.
Maybe did some makeup and drew in some pits?
No. It's nasty. It's embarrassing to watch. It's one of those things you kind of want to go, oh, make this short. I mean, that ought to be like a 2-3 second flash.
How long was it?
Oh, it's a minute and a half scene. She stands there, she talks, he comes out, and then they're...
She just bad around the ass and the legs?
The whole body. It's all flabby under the arms, and everywhere. Stomach.
She's not that old. She's probably in her mid-40s.
Bulges on either side of the bikini, where the bikini comes in. Bulges on the legs, bulges on the top.
And her take on that is, I'm happy with myself. People age.
That's it.
Okay? People are going to age, but you can take care of stuff. It's like a car as it's getting older. Something gets that nasty, you get your trunk sucked.
You do something. Man, but anyway, that's in the movie. And it's just, man, you just realize people get older. Even good-looking people.
She got to the point where she didn't care.
Yes, and she even said that. But Tim Allen, I don't think he should have done this. Because you really think of him and you go, that's a decent-looking guy.
I thought of him as a decent-looking guy.
He's not ugly. He's just not... He's
kind of... It's like us. Just kind of a average guy you'd see that doesn't really stand out, and then you're attracted when you realize he's got money. What is it, Dan?
I was just going to say, and right now he really can't seem to find any other roles other than, a Disney Christmas movie.
Yeah, has he done anything else since the Santa Claus 1 and 2?
He did Galaxy Quest, and that was good. I think even you liked that. The space movie that was like a spoof on Star Trek.
You never saw that, John?
Never saw it.
Oh, yeah, that is... Well, you're not into Star Trek, so you wouldn't like it. Basically, it took... If the guys from Star Trek were... how do you explain it, Dan?
It's a spoof on like a Star Trek type cast from like the 70s or something. Okay. All of them have no careers now, basically.
Oh, I know the trailer to that.
And they all do the convention circuit until real aliens come down that think the TV show is real and need their help against their enemies.
Yeah. And that was a good movie because the trailer looked kind of goofy.
I liked it.
I did. I thought it was going to be a horrible movie, and then I up late one night saw it on HBO, and I was actually surprised. It actually wasn't a half bad movie.
Yeah. No, I bought the DVD.
Oh, okay. I'll watch it then.
Dan, do we know anything else about Officer Nava?
Nothing new that the news hasn't been reporting all day.
Okay. Yes, Keith.
Hey, Bill, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah, I saw the Christmas with the Cranks thing, and I always thought that Jamie Lee Curtis was smoking hot. I mean, just smoking. And you see that? She's got a good inch rollover hanging over her bikini bottom. Now, her cans are still enormous and still look pretty good, but I'm like JD. I'd like to know how much. She's supposed to play a middle-aged housewife, so kind of understandable. But I'm like JD. I'd like to know how much money she got to stand there because the tanning booth's in a mall.
Yes,
how much money she got to do that?
It's not like it's good lighting or somewhere.
I wonder if she tacked on some weight for that. Because people
I don't know. It looks like she did. It looks like it's her. In other words, you can kind of tell sometimes that when they put them in a bodysuit.
No. I mean, if she actually just put on some pounds, got on a diet, and chunked on some weight because she needed to look nasty for that scene.
I guess. I sure hope that's it, because I sure would hate to think that smoking hot broad has gone that bad.
Well, she's already said she doesn't care anymore.
I mean, it was terrible. terrible. I felt bad. I was like, I can't believe this.
Same way.
All right,
They
thanks.
stand there together at one point, and it's that mall lighting. It's not even like good lighting, or that harsh fluorescent. And they're meant to be that. They're meant to look that way because they're trying to tan up to go on a cruise. And they're supposed to look white and pasty, and it's just embarrassing.
Well, you can be white and pasty, but there's no reason to
just
create a moment like that.
It's a very awkward moment.
I think Dr. Toledo does that, because when I went into his office, he's got nothing but fluorescent lighting, and they bring a hand mirror up. And I went, I didn't look that way when I left the house.
Extra harsh, so you look worse. So you say, "Yeah, you're right,
Yeah.
Doc. I sure do need it. I didn't know.
Knock me out and
Just do it. Do it now. I got a meeting in an hour. Do what you can do."
He kept bringing. I went, I've seen it. I don't want to see it anymore.
But no, you need to look close.
I don't know. That's exactly what he kept
I'm
doing.
going to get you a magnifying mirror so you can see. Oh,
that's what it is.
Not.
Oh yeah, it is.
That's rude.
Yeah.
I hate those things.
There's
You see your pores; they look like swimming pools.
yeah. It looks like little colonies.
Yeah.
Because
He's doing that on purpose. Then
You see all this? Yeah, I see it. I don't need anything else. Well, watch. I don't want to watch.
we can take care of that.
Then he grabs my face and goes, "See right here? This used to be from here."
It was never up there.
Well, not that far.
Some kind of a flying chimpanzee. So watch this. Watch.
Now you don't want that.
No.
Don't order that if you go in.
Nothing was ever up there.
And it didn't dawn on me until I left. I went, it was all that freaking fluorescent lighting.
Yeah. Yes, put some nice lighting in there.
No.
Give me a mirror. Hold it across the room.
Yeah.
Let me flex.
Everything I had to look at. Watch this. All right, we've done the dermabrasion. Now look, I don't want to see it.
Did they do a before and after picture at all so you could tell a difference?
I wouldn't let him take any pictures.
Oh, okay.
I don't like pictures.
Well,
But he absolutely wanted me on that computer imagery thing so he could show me what my nose would look like smaller and my chin jutted out. I don't want to see it.
well, I wouldn't think that's interesting. It does no damage. Just
Okay, and
look
what-
at it and then go, you know what, you're right. That looks ridiculous. I don't want that. Thank you.
Okay? And what if it looked better?
Then you go have it done.
No, you don't have it done. Because then at that point, you suffered through this mug for 45 years. I wasted, once you have surgery done on your face, everything that happened up until that's not you anymore. I wasted 45 years with that look.
You didn't waste it.
Yeah, it
you
is.
couldn't afford it. Now you can afford it. It's like driving a hot car.
Not the same thing. And I wasn't going to let him do it.
I'd like to see it.
Well, you go in and do it.
I'd like to do the computer thing. I don't know how much.
You don't need a nose
I don't know
job.
what he can do to me. I don't need a nose job or a chin job. No.
Turn sideways.
I just need to get rid of the turkey wobble.
See, all you got to do is lose weight.
Oh, some of that will lose weight. Yeah.
You know what we sound like?
Don't say it.
Two old ladies sitting under the hairdryer.
I had that exact picture in my head when you said that. I'm flipping through. That's so true. I mean, 'cause I got good housekeeping, and you got women's life.
That's got to be airbrush. Nobody can be that thin and still walk.
Ridiculous. Oh, look. Roy Clark plates. Wow.
They just come out with a Buck Owens, and I'd have the pair. Do we need a break? There's something about that Roy Clark plate that throws him every time. Do you have one?
I wish.
All right, I'll get you one.
They're not on eBay. I bet they are.
Why you been looking?
Look, I can find them. I've looked everywhere. Searched. They don't exist.
I'll get you Roy Clark plate.
But my grandfather had them. I don't know why that's so funny.
What?
They were on TV forever.
Oh, and what's the drive? Why do I want dinnerware with Roy Clark's face on
But
it?
here's the funny part. They're not really meant to eat on. Those are display plates.
Yeah.
You don't eat on them.
Well, that's even stupider.
My grandma had a whole wall full of those decorative plates. I even got one for Christmas. It was a Star Trek one, but it had Spock on it. So they even tried to suck me into that little world.
Eat until you see the ears. I've never gotten the thing of all of a sudden it's collectible because it's on a plate.
I never did get it either.
And my dad, he used to get all that stuff when Channel 11 ran all the country programming on Saturdays with Roy Clark and Porter Wagner. When Dolly was on with Porter Wagner.
Remember that?
That's all we had in the house was boxes of Breeze with all those freaking free towels that came inside. Look, another box of Breeze.
All right.
Dig in there and get that towel.
We got 40 boxes of it. Shut your ass. Get the towel.
Get the towel and go get me my my Dolly Parton plate, the big one. All right. That's something else that happens when you get old.
What? You start remembering?
No, that you buy plates with country people on it.
No, you don't. I doubt seriously I'll ever come to your house and find Kenny Rogers up on a wall and a plate. God.
Hold on.
Hello?
Hi, Zach.
Hey, boss, what's going on? I just wanted to tell you that I understand totally how you feel, because my grandpa has like a whole bed set of Roy Clark. Sheets, pillowcases, everything.
Oh,
I have no idea where he got them from, but every time I come over there, I'm like, Grandpa, ain't it time for new sheets? He's like, oh, hell no, I'm never getting rid of them.
That's my memorial. That's my Roy Clark memorial room.
don't touch that.
All right.
All right, thanks. Maybe to some people that grew up with that,
Yeah.
maybe that's like Elvis to them.
Yeah. Memories.
You get a bunch of, well, look at me. Look at all the Batman crap I got around the house.
Yeah, but Batman's cool. I don't think Roy Clark was ever really, really cool.
I don't know what kind of car I drove.
No.
And I don't have any Batman plates. And nobody get me any.
Oh, no. It's on.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
You gotta reload it. I let the bumper run out. I don't know what he's saying.
Tom T. Hall.
What's the matter, Dan?
What?
You don't know.
What did I miss?
Nothing really. It just wants the bumper.
You're going to try and tell me nothing really when he's about to die.
Well,
in the corner.
Chloe's laughing at anything. Now we've got the Tom T. Hall forks and the Porter Wagner salt shaker. That's what we were doing when the bumper was running out.
Tom T. Hall teaspoon.
Would you like to start coming in here, Dan?
I sometimes I'm trying to start that on occasion just so I don't miss too much.
All right. Let's try this again.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. They don't just cross the line, they speed by it. And don't look back. The Russ Martin. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
So you have your Charlie Pride melon baller?
No. No. Never had that. Somebody sent us a link to a Roy Clark cocktail table pinball machine.
How much is it?
$127. Okay.
All right, anything else before we do news?
I think no. Off the top of my head.
Flo, you see anything recently? Are you still in the Charlie Pride?
Ernest Tubb Teapot.
All right. You ready then?
Yes.
Okay.
Anybody see the Brett Ship report on Channel 8 about the...
Did it run?
That's what I'm asking. I didn't see it.
No, when he actually called back in yesterday, he said that they wouldn't have time to run it last night, but that they would probably try to get something together for today.
Oh, and what's the story? I'm surprised they weren't waiting for me out front when I came in today.
They like that investigative reporting. Oh, really? No comment? Not what you say, mister.
Come on in. We'll talk when we get in the building.
Yeah, come on in. Guest.
Yeah.
Right there.
Sit in the green room. Sit in there with Rob. Did he say what their angle is going to be? I don't know what the story is.
No, he never did.
They're afraid we're going to come down there and what? Trash the place?
I'm not even sure if... even when you spoke to Brett Ship yesterday on the air, it really didn't even sound like he was really aware of the entire situation. As if, obviously, he'd only heard one side of the story, and he really didn't seem to care about getting your side of it other than just a comment.
No, he seemed adamant about getting an on-camera thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But after the fact that he knew you weren't going to go on camera, it would still, I would think, journalistically, ask you more questions other than, do you have a comment?
It drives them crazy. It drives TV people nuts when you don't want to go on with them, especially investigative reporters. Really, what are you hiding then? Oh, you don't want to be on camera. Clearly, you're guilty. No, we just don't care.
I don't make television appearances for free. You don't want the exposure? I don't need it. You're not dealing with Roy Clark here.
100,000 people will see you. That's cute.
Yeah. You guys have a nice time. I don't get what angle you're going to take. You gotta play at a small playhouse, dinner house, whatever the thing is called, in Dallas. Dan Lewis is there. We said we were going to go. They said we're not going to sell you tickets because we heard that you're going to come in and trash Dan Lewis.
End of story.
And I'm not going to sell you tickets. Really? Well, then I'll get the listeners to buy them for me and I'll go. That's the story. What are you going to turn that into?
Stop the presses. What are you going to bump in the news to put that in?
I don't even care what they bump. I want to know how you turn it into something.
It's a non-story.
He's got to know somebody at that playhouse. There's no reason.
Or somebody has a bone with you at Channel 8.
Okay.
You go out and make him look bad. I mean, this is the only other thing I can think. It's got to be somebody at the play or somebody in Channel 8.
Okay. And if they were really concerned, why wouldn't they just call David Henry here?
Yeah.
That afternoon, yeah, you don't call a TV station. You call the station, the radio station. Hey, this guy's bothering us. We think he's going to come do something. Yeah, I'm going to go out and create a riot because of Dan Lewis. And I'm going to spend one of my weekend nights seeing him in a play. I don't need to see him in a play. I saw him act around here.
Repeatedly. For a number of years.
I got to watch. I almost think they can't run it.
I wonder if they do that. I wonder if they send them out on stuff and it just doesn't pan out and they go, you know what, trash it. I guess we'll know tonight. It'll either run tonight or it won't.
I don't care either way.
No.
They're just they're trying to get some free TV out of it. Otherwise, they would have called somebody here at the station
to make it stop.
Yeah, if they were really
trying
worried
to egg it on.
Yeah. Why would calling Channel 8 make me want to stop? Now, I almost, if my weekends weren't so important, would want to throw one of those nights away to go see it. And all that chick from the theater had to do was, we'd love to have you if you're not going to do anything to disrupt the play. One sentence, that would have been done.
I'll put your name on the list. That would have been it.
I'm not going to sell you any tickets. Well, I guess there's no way I can get them. Again, there'll be another void in my holiday season.
What will I fill it with?
I'll just have to fill it. I'll sit at home and enjoy my pie on my Roy Clark plates with my Charlie Pride melon scooper.
No.
All right. You ready to go?
Sure.
You want a legal ID, Chloe?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 3:51 on the Charlie Pride clock. KLLI, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas.
Thank you very much, Russ. And also brought to us by Condoms to Go here. And Thursday, Dan and Tassos will be out there. That's 5315 Greenville Avenue in Dallas. And by Tweeter, I'll be there on Saturday. That's in Preston Road in Frisco. I'll also give away a Samsung DLP TV while I'm there from 1 till 3 o'clock at Tweeter. Wednesday, November 30th, 2005, Clay Aiken is 27 today. Mindy McCready is 30. Ben Stiller turns 40 today. Bo Jackson, 43. Billy Idol is 50 now. And Dick Clark's still around. Speaking of guys that never age, I guess he's finally...
I haven't seen him since his stroke.
Since the stroke, they haven't brought him out. You know, he probably finally looks his age at 76.
I thought he was 73.
This says 76.
Oh. All right.
Okay. Yesterday was supposed to be the day for the 1,000th execution in the U.S. since the Supreme Court reinstated capital punishment back in 1976. Robin Lovett was supposed to be lethally injected, but his DNA evidence from the trial had been illegally destroyed, and because of that, there's much controversy surrounding the case. As a result of that...
Do we have anybody coming up to where we could get it?
We got another one in front. We're not getting it, no.
Oh.
They're going to do it in North Carolina, probably Friday. It's going to be Kenneth Lee Boyd. He'll get it on Friday in North Carolina. He's on death row for killing his wife and her father. We missed out.
Somebody down in Huntsville should step up to the plate.
Yeah. We deserve the trophy.
Yeah, you're going to go out anyway.
You've done all the work.
Yeah. Get us one of them plates. Hold on. Hey, Rob. What'd you do with all those pictures of those chicks from the dating service? Are they still on your desk? Have you seen these?
No.
Trey?
I have a couple of them.
Yeah, can you bring those in? Trey said they're fake. You know how I said I was going to stick my stuff on a dating website and see what kind of chicks I get at 45 if they don't know what I do?
You're going to go fishing?
Yeah.
How would he know they're fake? Did they just look fake? Because the girls on those porn sites look real.
What do you mean?
When the porn site you send us the link where they say
they want to in
your town.
I live in Grapevine.
Yeah.
I love to F.
Yeah, those look real. They do, and you click on it.
These are all chicks that match my profile. Okay. All the stuff that I put on there, filled out.
The stuff you put on there was pretty much real, more or less.
Yeah, I just left out what I did.
Okay.
And income.
Okay.
These are the ones. They didn't email me. These are just other people that match.
Okay.
And then, so they have no idea that we matched up.
Okay, so the service just sends you this link to her.
Right.
Okay.
So you want to see what kind of chick?
Sure.
At 45.
Okay, 45 years old, this is what the service would hook you up with. Wow.
She's, it doesn't have her stats on here.
Not real.
There's another one. Where does this chick live? I didn't say. This one says she's 22, lives in Dallas. This one's cute, you know?
Yeah.
Curly blonde hair.
Yes, the first one looked like a model picture. That one doesn't because her eyes are closed. She's kind of laughing.
About me. Let's see. 22, live in Dallas. Woman seeking man. Single, never married. Body type, athletic. Oh, I got one that said athletic, and you open it up, and the chick looked like Jay Walker.
Linebackers are athletic.
Athletic. Eater. Body type athletic. Height 5'3", eyes green, hair light brown, ethnicity Caucasian. Sense of humor, friendly, goofy. Social setting, shy at first but warm up quickly. TV watching, dramas. Doesn't smoke, drinks socially. Living situation, alone. Have kids? No. Want kids? Yes. Some college, full-time employment. Excuse me. How could this be real? She's 22. She makes between $50,000 and $75,000 a year.
That sounds inflated.
Religion, Christian. Attend services more than once a week. They should put that up at the top.
Why? So you just give up early?
Yeah.
I mean, she goes to Wednesday night church, probably.
Oh, you mean Wednesday and Sunday?
Yeah.
Political views, middle of the road, astrology, Aries, language, English, interest, dancing, movies, playing music, health, fitness. In my own words, I'm 22 years old, I've been single for a while now, and I'm ready to get back into the dating scene. Does this look like she's naked?
Well, it does from there. Yeah, she's got her arm.
Like she's got her arm up, she's covering up one of her boobs.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because it's a grainy picture. Trey said a lot of I don't get what the why you do it. He said a lot of these are fake. They just get.
What do they cost? Does it cost money to meet them?
No, these are just the Yahoo personals.
Oh. Well, why would they put fake ones in?
I don't know. Here's another one.
Damn. They're all, this is model hot.
Real beauty looking for something. 21. Louisville. And I love to F.
Doesn't say that.
No. Doesn't have her profile on this one. Robert, how come you only printed out 3 or 4 of these?
Well, there's like 632. I was trying to go through. I mean, those were the top ones I found so far.
You matched with 632 hot women.
Well, you don't match exactly. I don't know what the how many have to match. Say you answer 25 questions. Maybe if 20 match up, they consider that close enough.
Still a lot. For early girls in their early 20s or a guy in their mid 40s.
Has anybody sent me any emails to that account?
I haven't checked that. I'll check for you and let you know.
If I get any emails, it ain't going to be from these women.
Well, it'd be interesting to see.
I like this one. I like the one that's that one, the blonde curly hair.
Absolutely. Kind of looks like our sales chick we have up here.
Oh, Rachel?
Yeah, Rachel.
Yeah. How do you contact them?
Click the email somewhere.
This is paper. I can't click.
I know that. I mean, when you're on the site.
I like this one, too. The brunette?
That doesn't look real. That is too hot.
What is that, like a bustier?
Yeah. A little tight bustier tied up in the front. Real. That's a model shot.
Let me ask Trey.
Yeah, because he did this, didn't he?
Yeah, he has to.
But did he do a Yahoo thing or did he pay for it? You know? Yes.
I don't know.
And cat people.
Yeah.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Just working.
Yeah. You coming up today?
Yeah.
Yeah. How come you said some of these personal, some of this Yahoo stuff, that they were fake?
Oh, because it's just one of the things like spammers do is, you reply to these things, they get your email, and then you get bombarded with, porn sites or whatever, other dating sites or whatever. It's just basically a free database for them to mooch off of.
Oh, okay. So they just put hot chicks on, you reply, and then they got all your information, and then you start getting hit.
Yeah.
Is there a way to weed these out?
Oh, there are other services that do a better job of weeding things out.
Did you use the Yahoo?
No, I did the. I'll try to find the guy's name. There were listeners of the show that set me up when you wanted it. It was Match.com.
Oh.
They do a pretty good job of filtering people out.
Did they send you out on any dates?
They don't. I mean, they just gave me a membership, and then you write people and you try to meet someone.
And you didn't hook up?
I went on a couple dates.
What they look like?
6s and 7s. Not dog ugly, but not great.
What was wrong with them?
Well, one of them had a kid and failed to disclose that.
How'd you find out?
Oh, she told me, but and then one of them was just boring as hell.
No. Couldn't keep your interest?
I smell a slam coming on.
You're getting better.
All right.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
But I want to call this one, though.
Why not? Click it and just see what she says.
It's paper. You can't.
I know.
Go give that to Rob and see if you contact her. But then sooner or later they're gonna find out.
Is your picture up?
I don't know.
So when they click and you send them something, it's got to show your picture.
I think there is one.
From what year? What year was it? You photoshopped yourself from 1980 into the Batmobile, didn't you?
No, I think it's a couple of years old.
Okay.
It's got to be real because I want to see without the show really what I'd have to put up with in real life.
I got you.
And I think it's going to be very depressing.
Not if those chicks are real.
They haven't contacted me. These are just people that match up. And I don't know why these would show up anyway, because I put the age range from like 25 to 35.
And those are under.
And all of these are 21, 22. That one's nasty.
God, sure is. Nasty good.
This picture is so bad, she's got to be real.
Yeah, that looks like one of her friends took that in a nightclub.
Yeah. Age 23, Dallas. Looking at these brown eyes. And the rest of her profile is cut off. Hi, John.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a...
All right. What did he want, Dan?
He was going to tell you about a adult swinger type website that he'd give you his password and you could look around in it.
I don't want to swing.
From what he was telling me, it's not necessarily just swingers. It could just be like if you're just looking for a hookup sort of thing.
But I don't want to hook up with swingers. I want to see what I'd really end up with.
In that case, you wouldn't want to go to that site.
No.
Yeah, the real dating world.
Especially on a dating service.
Yeah, you're right. Chicks get desperate. The only hot chick I knew that I used to date that went on a dating service after we broke up, her issue was 2 kids. She couldn't get out and go to the bars anymore.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. But if you're still really hot, people either at work are going to hit on you, wherever you go, grocery store, you're going to have opportunities.
You think?
She had 2 kids?
She had one after me. One before me and one after me.
Oh. All right. Hi, Landon.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
No.
Hey, I just want to let you know about another website you could possibly just hook up and do whatever it is. What it does is it sets you up with whoever it is you want to, just describe them in your own little way, the height, weight, hair color. It's myspace.com.
Oh, we have that.
Oh, do y'all really? You check that out?
Yeah, Close set up a couple of profiles on that one.
Oh, badass, dude. 'Cause, I mean, I've searched up a couple females myself, and I've actually got some pretty good turnouts.
Is that the reason? Hang on a sec. Thanks for calling. Chloe, is that the reason for that website? Is it a dating service?
You can do whatever. You can set it up to on the bottom. You could say, "Hey, I'm here for friends, networking, dating, serious relationships." You could put whatever you want on there.
Oh, maybe I should do that one because that one sounds like it's going to get more traffic than this Yahoo thing.
It gets a ton of traffic too. My kids both have profiles on it. What's cool about it is once I click on, let's say your profile, anyone that is your friend is listed at the bottom. I can then click on them, and I see all of their profiles, and I can click on it's
like a shampoo commercial.
Very much like that.
Do you have a profile set up on there?
I do.
What about you, Dan?
Yeah, I did. After we all talked about it a few weeks ago, I set one up.
Are you on there, John?
No.
Is it just myspace.com?
Yeah.
Yep. And then you set up your username. Like, for instance, mine is /DJ Clo.
Can you just, like up here at search, can you just type in names?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if Gavin's in there. Do I have to sign in, or will it just let me search?
I don't even know.
Why did those 2 chicks come up?
Because it comes up, it's kind of like a search engine. It comes up everything that has to do with whatever you're typing in.
Well, I typed in Gavin Spittle, and 2 chicks came up. Well, that's kind of funny. Let me click on their profile. Female, 19 years old, Huntington Beach, California. I don't get it. It's got nothing to do about Gavin Spittle in there.
Maybe it has something to do with Gavin DeGraw or some sort of...
Gavin from Green Day?
Or whatever.
No, who was it? No.
Gavin Rosdale from...
Yeah.
From what he
so
did.
Maybe something like that's in there?
Yeah.
All right. So Gavin didn't come up at all, so he's not in there. Who else you want me to check on?
Tim Powers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And we'll do Dr. Venegas.
Oh, man. I think he's got a new girlfriend.
Venegas? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Locate Tim Powers. Nah, it's giving me Tim's and Powers, but none of them together. I'm not going to do that. I'm just curious if anybody's using it for a dating service. No. I like the pictures of the guys with no shirts on. Everett have one or two T's?
Yeah, Everett has one.
Everett. Oh, does he?
Yeah.
What is it, Dan?
Found Dr. Venegas on MySpace.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me see if what Everett's got. Can you send me the link? Oh, Everett's right up top. Let's see what he says. Well, it goes to his website. Well, that's an advertisement.
What you could do is you can go to myspace.com and put / Everett Newton, and it'll go.
I found it. He's advertising on the site. Okay. There he is. Male, 40 years old, Dallas, Texas. Rock and roll attorney on Live 105.3 FM. General, law, music, humor, talk radio, dogs, cats, old movies, music, Shadows of Fall, Ozzy, Lamb of God, Typo Negative, Devil Driver, Black Sabbath, Dokken, Judas Priest, Slipknot, Rat, Rush, too many others to name. Little Morphine Annie.
And there's his friends if you scroll back down.
I'm not looking there yet. Single, here for friends and networking. Orientation, straight. Hometown, Van, Texas. Education, graduate professional attorney. So it doesn't look like he's using it for a dating thing.
Yeah.
Dan, did you send me Venegas?
Yeah, I did. Hopefully that link will work. I'm trying to find it where it's just a direct URL, like myspace.com/whatever it is, but I can't see that.
I'm not getting it. Let me know when you find it.
Will do.
All right.
Oh, I just found my kid.
Which one?
Christopher. Picture of him and Toby Keith and his brother. Male, 21, Florida. Interesting.
I'm going to get drunk and go home and look up old girlfriends.
Yeah. Try to see anything here. This is strange. Your weakness, self-control, your fear. Oh.
What does it say?
It says your fear, losing my dad.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Are you going to cry?
That's caught me by surprise.
Oh, it bothers you when it's him. Us, you don't care.
It's your kid. That's why would he say that?
Because you don't take care of yourself.
I do take care of myself.
No, you don't. You're as bad as Christopher with your health. No. You want to hit every wall and you think you can figure it out on your own. Then we have to stay on you.
Yeah. Anyway.
What else does it say?
First thoughts of waking up.
That's a little moment of clarity for you, isn't it?
Yeah. First thought, waking up, I wonder if I can get away with calling in sick today. That's my kid. Your best physical feature, your eyes. Your best time when I fall asleep. Your most missed memory, drinking with Bob on my 21st birthday. Oh, really?
Who's Bob?
I don't know. The light. Let's see what else. None of it else matters. Do you sing? You shower daily? You've been in love? Yes.
But his biggest thing is losing his dad.
His biggest fear.
You gonna ask him about it?
Yeah. Well, he's probably listening. You know what he does.
How's he listening?
To the webcast.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. How we doing, Chloe?
Thanks, soon.
Yes, Chris.
Hey, what's up, Russ?
Yeah.
Grand Dragon.
Hello.
Hey, Russ, since you're a brother, you need to go to blackplanet.com.
Is that just black chicks?
Mostly white chicks that want to get with, big black dudes with big black hands. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
All right, what is blackplanet.com?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yes, probably.
You go on a black website, that's what you're looking for. All right, they sent me the link for this chick on the one with the curly blonde hair.
Okay.
All right, how do I get a hold of her? Send me an email.
Yes.
Hang on, wait a minute. Where does she live? Location within 50 miles of Dallas. Oh, I'm too old. She's looking for somebody between 18 and 30.
Well, why would they even send her your thing? Her thing?
I don't know. She's looking for somebody between 18 and 30, single, never married, average, athletic, fit. She'll take anybody from 3 foot tall to 7'11". Eyes any, hair any, Caucasian, doesn't smoke, alone, pets, some college. No, she ain't gonna talk to me.
Not if 30's the cutoff.
Looks like I'm gonna have to bring the show into this one.
Yeah.
I think the test is over. All right. What are those? Craddock and Big Al Mac? What are they doing on there?
Well, you know what Big Al Mac's doing on there.
Why ain't he on the Black Planet?
Because he's probably looking for white women.
Oh, they don't have no white planet?
I don't think so. No.
All right, break. We'll come back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Is that still Chris's or is that Jeff's?
This is Jeffrey now.
What's his greatest fear?
I've spun off of my other sons. They're connected, so I could look at this one.
Oh.
Your fear is having illegitimate children. My heart hurts. I want to go back to the other one.
I told you for years. Jeffrey's covering up. This nice guy act that you get when you're around.
Yeah.
That's to make Chris look like a Dave.
It works.
Jeez. What else is your profile?
Let me look here. Your goal to achieve this year. Breaking in the backseat of my car. Lovely. Let me see here. Your favorite restaurant. Going down. Do you sing? Do you think you're attractive? Yes. I'd tap me if I could. What does that mean?
It means that sucking your own runs in your family.
It does not. It's not my kid. You watch it.
I think you're on the right page.
Yeah. You obviously come from a long line of suckers.
Wonder if it's a genetic thing.
It's got to be.
Me if I could. What are you doing, kid? This is on the internet.
If I could bend it back and get it in the hole.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, you said that.
He's just saying he's attractive. He thinks he's attractive. Let's see what he's looking for in a girl. Brown hair, long hair, brown.
Somebody looks like
5'5".
Looks like me.
No fat chicks. Call me shallow. I don't give a rat's ass. Interesting. Then there's just a list of all the people that are. Oh, he's got some hot chicks.
What, friends on his side?
Uh-huh. He has 27 friends.
So now you're going through your kid's website for you're trolling for bitches.
I'm not. I'm just looking. Just looking.
Maybe it is your kid.
I love this site. Why?
Well, yesterday I said, you guys don't look anything alike. The demeanor. No, you don't.
Well, really do.
He looks
our
more
nose
like
and chins exactly alike.
I don't think so.
Yeah. In fact, when he and Christopher were little, man, their pictures side by side when he's 2, 3, 4, identical. You can't tell one from the other. They just grew up differently.
But now that I know that
He likes to tap himself.
right.
Yeah. It's a proud family tradition.
You should see us on the holidays.
It's great. It's a fun little side. I'll have to go through this later tonight.
You haven't been on it before?
Uh-uh.
Yeah. I think I only got... Oh, here's Carlos's website.
Oh, really? Oh, there he is.
Why is there a picture of him in his bedroom? In his suit.
This is where you will end up with the doctor.
Come to me, I am Carlos. Let's say how many... Where's his profile? Where do you go, Chloe? Here?
Back to profile. Here you go. Yeah.
Right there?
Yep.
All right, let's see what it says. Male, 49, United States. Last log on was 11:10. Carlos has 30 friends. He's got more than I do. Who's this Starlene chick? He's got some nasty bitches in his friend box.
Ooh.
Let me see if I can see what the name tag says that she's wearing. Yeah. Looks like somebody that works at a car dealership.
Yeah.
That looks like she's on the floor. That's nasty.
Yes.
Let's see what else is on here. He's got a bunch of chicks in here.
See, there you can go and contact all of them, too. That's what's cool.
Nice name.
What? Honey chicken? Nah, you get bigger on this one. You click on the picture. Yeah, she should have stayed with thumbnails. Why is it chicks like that think that you want to see them half naked?
Because they're proud of their bodies. Some people aren't really that in touch with how they look.
Mm-mm. See what else Carlos has in his box.
Kelly, is it?
Where?
On top? Top friend?
Here? You mean Kelly from Pugs and Kelly?
Yeah. No.
Female, 46. And that's a picture of her naked with her hands covering up her boobs. Wow. I don't want to see that.
Oh, she looked bad for 46.
Yes, she does.
I can't really see.
Well, look at the
that
picture.
much.
It's fuzzy. It's out of focus.
Wow.
Look at that gut. I'll go through the rest of that later. Yeah, I only got like 30 friends.
Do you have a space on there? Did you create it, or did Rob?
Chloe did.
So it's,
And then you get an email that says, Christina wants to be your friend. You let her in or not? And you click on it, you approve it or you don't.
okay. So are you just / Russ Martin?
Yeah, I think so. Chloe set up a couple. What was the other one you set up?
It was Russ Martin Show, The Russ Martin Show, and I believe there is Russ_Martin.
Okay. You just went on there to get them all. Well, now you just want to sit here and hit search and see who else is on here.
Walls in there, yeah.
I'm surprised there's not a picture of Carlos in his underdrawers. Oh, hang on. It says view more pictures. Let's see if he's got anything else. Nah. Just this spanking one of him in the bedroom in his suit.
This is how I always look.
What you do, you can go on the bottom,
What is it, Chloe?
go down to the bottom of the main page.
Yeah.
And then you could click on a deal that says view all my friends, see? So you
Right
can
here?
view all of Carlos's friends, yeah.
Ooh.
Looks like a bunch of middle-aged chicks, half naked. Female, 45, San Antonio. Why would she be in this thing?
A lot of times what people will do, I'm not saying Carlos is doing this, but a lot of guys will, like, have hot chicks to be friends just to make them look cool. You know?
Yeah, we're not saying he's doing that, but
Yeah, we should put Gavin in our boxes.
yeah.
So, what do? You go to hot chicks' websites and say, hey, I want to be your friend, and then once they approve you, it goes into your box too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Kind of a share deal.
Yeah. Well, here's one that's online right now. Are some of these like the webcam chicks that you'd have to pay?
Yeah, you get that a lot. People want to be your friend, and then you click on it, and it's like, come check out my webcam.
Oh. Yeah, that's what this one is. Her name's Austin, Texas, female, 24, New York, New York. I'm online right now. That's pretty hot. She went overboard on the lip implants. She didn't go overboard on the boob job. It's making me hot.
Don't. Just put it away.
Come on over here.
Put it away.
All right, we finished news.
All right, put it up here.
Yeah, wherever you left off.
A spruce tree adorned with 10,000 lights, 5,000 ornaments, displayed on the Capitol grounds in December. It's a Christmas tree. That's what it should be called, according to the House Speaker, Dennis Hastert. Hastert, by the way,
what are they calling it now?
Holiday tree.
Why?
Since the mid-90s.
Because the Jews?
Just because just be politically correct. Everything's holiday or winter festival instead of Christmas. Christmas. A lot of schools do that. They call it the winter program instead of Christmas show. Just to be PC. It's getting more and more that way.
Why is it nobody had a problem with that before?
It's just come on in the last 10 years.
Is it the crazy Jews?
No, it's not anybody. Haslett recommended the annual Capitol holiday tree that's been called the past several years be renamed the Capitol Christmas tree. His office said the tree began to be referred to as the holiday tree in the 90s. It's been about 10 years. He says it's about time. Reverend Falwell's also on this big parade. He's marshaling to keep his forces to keep the Merry Christmas, Silent Night, and other religious references from being banished from the holiday season. Mr. Falwell mailed 500,000 followers to urge support for his Friend or Foe Christmas campaign aimed at public officials, schools, and retailers. He asked about 100,000 pastors nationwide to join him in dealing with the Grinches who are trying to steal Christmas, referring to organizations like the American Civil Liberties Union. They've been all over this, and the Americans United for Separation of Church and State.
What's the ACLU's problem?
They get in between anything that's got to do with church and state, and obviously you can't say Christian or Christmas without them saying that. Excuse me, that should not be on the Capitol building. Capitol building is government. Christmas is not. Church, state. That's their little watchdog stance.
All right.
Oh, you like this story? Dallas Independent School District Superintendent Michael
Hinojosa.
Do
you like the music?
Yes, please. Superintendent.
Hold on.
Michael Hinojosa wants to eliminate district car stipends for all but a handful of top administrators, a move that could save taxpayers millions of bucks. The proposal comes 2 weeks after the Dallas Morning News reports that the district is spending $3.7 million on these car stipends for more than 2,300 employees. Many of them.
What the hell is a stipend?
It's extra cash when you don't get a...
Is that an allotment?
Yeah, like an allowance for your car payment.
So they get a car allowance?
Yeah.
Why are they calling it a stipend?
Fancy word.
I never heard of it before.
It's just fancy word for extra money.
Have you heard it before?
The term, yeah.
Well, we didn't use it in community college.
Anyway, a lot of them say they're getting this money even when they're not traveling on district business. Channel 8 News, Dallas Morning News found that 48 employees who received the stipend, even though they have access to the district vehicles during the workday. So they're driving around in district vehicles already, and they're getting the money on top.
Is this a travel? I didn't read the story. Is it allowance like if you travel, they pay you by the mile?
Yeah.
No, that's what they're
charging.
changing it to that. Right now, I think you just get a standard allotment. And you get your standard stipend.
And lots of folks are already in district vehicles, so it's not like you're driving your own vehicle around. Hinojosa says, we do need to apologize, if an apology is in order. His proposal...
Well, he just came in, so you can't blame all this on him. That would go back to whoever was before him. Probably Linus Wright.
I don't think so.
No, Linus?
No.
Right.
And also said Tuesday he is even willing to give up his own transportation perks. He says, quote, I'm willing to even give up my driver or whatever is necessary.
Why has the superintendent got a driver?
I can drive my own car to school if I have to.
Why does he have a driver?
I don't know. Superintendent receives, are you ready? $12,000 car allowance, the largest in the district, and has a district-paid driver with an annual salary of $42,906 a year, and a car at his disposal.
Hang on, back up. He makes how much?
The driver makes $42,900.
Why does he have it? Huh?
The superintendent makes about $125.
His driver makes $42 to drive him to school and back.
Well,
I don't understand what the reason for the driver is.
I don't either. I can't imagine. But just his thing is, I'm willing to give him my driver whatever is necessary.
If I have to cut back, sometimes you have to do those things to make ends meet.
But they've been putting out $3.7 million in this money for the employees.
I can understand the first couple of months he moved here, they gave him a driver to show him around town, but
you just don't. That would be the first thing if I was a superintendent, just to look like I was really concerned about what was going on. I'd give up the driver. And I'd make sure everybody knew about it. This is money that's a waste of tax dollars. It's $45,000 or whatever they're paying him. I'd put this back into the school district. And I'm going to find out who else is doing this.
You would think. Just the way he came across, not like, and I'm ending this immediately. He said, and if I have to, I'm even willing to give up my driver.
If it comes down to that, I'll give up my driver.
It comes down to bare bones.
I'll drive my own bouncy car.
Or President Lois Parrott says she has questioned travel spending in the years past and was told by administrators it was simply minuscule. Dr. Parrott says, now how in the blank can you call $3 million minuscule? And I don't want to hear that word again when it comes to money that could have been transferred into the classroom.
What do teachers make?
40s.
How much, Dan?
They start out, I think, like at 26 in DISD.
It all depends, but most of them don't start out at 42. I tell you that.
No, so the guy driving around,
yes,
that guy makes more than teachers.
Than a lot of teachers.
A guy that's just driving a car makes more than teachers.
Yes,
driving about
and cops. Probably a lot of police departments
and cops, starter cops. And he works in. If you're figuring out driving him to work and from, he works an hour a day.
And I want to know what it is he does in between the drive to work and the drive back. I mean, what else is the driver doing other than maybe spit washing the car?
Well, I'm sure the superintendent has to visit a lot of schools.
I have to go around and visit the schools. I have to stay in touch. I have a driver.
Dallas has a public transportation system.
I have no time for that. The buses don't bounce. The buses don't have the spinners.
No.
I have the spinners.
No, God, those are so irritating.
It confuses the other superintendents. They think I'm still moving.
When the cars move, the wheels aren't going fast enough, and when they're standing still, they're spinning. What's your point?
I've done it before. I'm sitting at a light going, I guess we're going.
He is. President Bush facing growing...
And you don't just see those on, like, low-end cars.
Oh, no.
I saw one on what are the big SUVs? The Escalade.
Escalade, yeah. I saw them, yeah. Me too. Just yesterday. They look retarded. And then none of them spin at the same speed even. So the front one's going fast and the back one stopped.
And what people pay for those is...
How much are they? Is that an add-on to the wheel or is that an actual wheel?
It's an actual... It can be an add-on, but the good ones are an actual wheel. I've seen them as high as like $12,000 for a set.
Dan, what was the IM you just sent me?
You've damn near killed MySpace.
Why?
It somehow like kicked me off or something. I tried signing back in because I was trying to look at Venegas's profile.
Right.
It took about... I entered in my user and password to sign back in, and it took like 2.5 minutes before it finally came up, and it's still not finished loading. At one point, it actually said, sorry, an error has occurred.
Oh. All right, everybody out of the site.
Everybody off my space.
Yeah. Everybody out. Somebody peed in the net. Get out. Maybe it's always that slow. I've only been on it a couple of times.
No, it's never
you shut it
ever
down.
that slow.
Oh. My apologies. Hold on. Where are they? Yes, Suzanne. Suzanne. Get everything mashed down. All right. Go ahead, John.
Sure. President Bush facing growing doubts about his war strategy now that Iraqi troops are increasingly taking the lead in the battle. It is his "this will take time and patience" thing that's getting everybody kind of whacked. He refuses...
I don't understand how they expect him to set a timeline on this.
There can't be. Okay, we'll be out by May 13th.
Yeah.
Well, something happens and you're not out. Then they go, aha! We knew
you didn't make the deadline. You had no plans. Why didn't he just say it's done when it's done?
He's kind of sort of saying that at this point. He sort of is coming back out going... This is going to happen slowly. It's going to happen when it's ready. We're going to come out when the time is, and we feel they can control the country. And it's happening more and more and more. We are making permanent progress.
Well, I don't know what's going on because I don't care. But for something like that, where you can't really define the time when it's done, or you can't set a date. All right, everything's going to be handled by December 15th, and we're going to be out. You don't know that. You don't know what's going to go on.
I just think people got so used to quick wars. In the last 2 or 3 we went in, they weren't even wars. They were, quick little in there for a week and a half, and it was done. I think people thought that was what this is going to be.
We haven't had a war where they're, really boots on the ground for a long period of the time since Vietnam. People aren't used to it.
Yeah, we watched missiles do the remote control thing from CNN, and we went, see, we're done. A couple of weeks, we're in, we're out. and that's what they thought this was going to be.
Well, and there's nothing dramatic going on right now, like when we blew up Baghdad.
Right.
You don't have things like that, and we're
exploding every day on television.
Yeah.
Every night.
Well, you don't see that, so obviously we must be done. Time to get out.
Well, and when you do see something, it's bad news that there's been a suicide bomber. They don't show anything besides the bad stuff that goes on there.
All the damage that comes along with a war.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hi, Suzanne.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Go ahead, John.
Sure. President Bush also promised the use now of unmanned flying drones yesterday to help patrol the...
Is that the story I sent?
Yes. To help patrol the U.S.
That's not the way that I sent it to you.
This is the way it's sent so far.
All right, go ahead.
To patrol the U.S.-Mexican borders as Democrats charged, he had not done enough to provide border security. Bush rode, by the way, in the back of a black sports utility vehicle along the bumpy dirt road on the American bank of the Rio Grande. On one side, he could see the Driver riverbed of Juarez, and on the other side, he could see the El Paso skyline. His motorcade traveled along an electric chain-link fence with tactical lighting topped with barbed wire skirts. Along the route, he saw armed border patrol guards in green uniforms and vehicles, and on horseback, more than 1,300 of the police in the line, as they call the 266 miles of border. We're going to use Piranha drones to be able to help enforce the border in rural Texas and rural New Mexico and rural Arizona. The U.S. military has used these Piranha drones to track down suspects in the war on terrorism. It doesn't say Piranha drones.
What kind of drones is he talking about?
Little airplanes. They're those unmanned airplanes that
they have cameras on them?
Yeah, they got all kinds of cameras, and they just watch them from the sky.
Yeah, I think they're talking about using the Predator drones, the ones that they use over in the Middle East for the unmanned reconnaissance.
They're like white. They look like a model plane almost. They're white, long.
How long are they? Like 9-10 feet? Something that small?
About like that with the little tails. The tails go down. That's why they look different versus why do
the tails go down?
That's just the way the plane is designed.
Do they have any weapons on?
Nope, I don't believe it.
Actually, they can have weapons.
But these, are they talking about sticking anything on these?
These are just
cameras.
Yeah, just cameras.
Maybe they could load the Bombay with piranha.
No. Piranhas.
I think that's a good idea.
Each year, more than 1 million undocumented immigrants try to slip across the river in the desert at the 2,000 miles U.S.-Mexico border to search for work in the U.S. The problem reached such proportions in the summer that Arizona and New Mexico declared states of emergency. So basically, at that point, the governor can bring in money and help to keep people out of there.
They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it until something of a terrorist nature happens, where it's like the story Byron Harris was doing on Channel 8 on somebody slipping stuff through the border on the south. Until something happens, they're not going to do anything with it.
No, people are really jumping on the Bush administration about this, going, this is obviously, he wouldn't be down there riding around in the back of an SUV down a dirt road if it wasn't something that he realizes he hadn't paid enough attention to.
What do you got to see? Why do you have to drive down there and look at it? You know people are coming in. All you have to do is drive around any neighborhood where a house is being built. You know that nobody's watching the borders.
Yeah. You get a point.
Hold on. Yes, Suzanne.
Yes, I want that job driving the car for Hinojosa. I've been a teacher for 11 years in Dallas, and I don't make $42,000 a year.
What did you start at?
I started at about 37.
What do you make now?
I make just under 40. Well, right at 4,800.
4,800, 48,000.
No, 40,800.
Oh, okay. So about 41. How could you be in any job for 11 years and only get a $3,000-4,000 raise?
Do you have a master's?
No, I don't have my master's, but that's only $1,000 more a year.
How much of a raise? How much of a raise do you get every year?
The first couple of years, I got a reasonable raise, maybe $100, $200 a month. This, I didn't even see a raise this year. It was pretty well eaten up. The last 5 years, the raise has not been in line with the cost of living increase.
And they're wasting $3 or $4 million in car stipends, where people aren't even using it. Mm-hmm. But they're getting the money anyway.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. Probably enough raises for the entire school district.
It's $3 million somewhere. And people that really have no use, don't deserve it.
Well, at a certain point, they need to go back and figure out who put this into place. Who started this?
Right.
Was it Nolan Estes?
No. He's been gone for a very, very long time.
Linus Wright.
No. They're all gone.
Dolph Briscoe.
No. You want to talk about the... never mind.
Hold on, how are we doing, Chloe?
Those piles of sharp objects that never made it onto planes recently, that was going to get smaller. The Homeland Security Department officials said now they will allow you to carry small scissors and tools.
What kind of tools?
On the airplane. It doesn't say. It just says tools. Impact drills. I don't know. Those items have been banned. Probably screwdrivers and that kind of stuff. People who had those little packs.
Yeah, you can't do any damage with a screwdriver.
Yeah. Those items have been banned on planes since September the 11th. The officials said the threat of a terrorist taking over a plane has dropped in recent years because of federal air marshals on the planes, bulletproof cockpit doors.
I thought we didn't have any air marshals.
Well, they pulled back. They cut back the number. We still have them, but they just pulled back on the number.
Okay.
Bulletproof doors, armed pilots. We got a lot more of those, and 100% of...
How many of the pilots are actually carrying guns?
Percentage-wise, I do not know. I'm not even sure they put that number out. But a lot of...
Well, yeah, they should just say all of them.
They should. Absolutely.
Are all the doors, have they all been retrofitted now?
Yes, they have. Officials say the threat of a terrorist over a plane has dropped in recent years, so basically they're saying their biggest concern now is
How would they know
suicide
the threat has dropped?
Because one hasn't happened.
Okay, well...
So now
how do you decide what the threat level is if you don't know when they're coming? We didn't know the ones were coming on the 11th.
Now they think the idea of a bomber, like a suicide bomber, going to an airport and blowing something up, that's much higher. They're more worried about people coming in with backpacks.
So
let's
go ahead and tell them that we're lax and stuff.
Well, I don't understand. Seriously, a little knife, a little nail clipper set. You can buy that wherever you're going. It's about $1 at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, why is it absolutely something you got to have on the plane?
It's not. We've dealt with it without 4 years now. I think we can survive without nail clippers. A woman is suing Pizza Hut in Pennsylvania because the hot poppers she ordered were, hot and popping. Sorena Hassana actually claims she was permanently impaired because the excessive hot oil in the deep-fried cheese-stuffed hot peppers severely burnt her chin. By the way, her husband is suing for the loss of companionship and comfort from his wife's lips. They're both suing Pizza Hut for $25,000. Scientists have found
that's not that bad. I figure it's going to be a lot more than that.
Yeah, $25,000. They want $50,000 because he can't get no. Scientists have finally figured out why your long-term boyfriend ends up cheating on you. Researchers from the Previa University.
Why? Back up. Why?
Let's see here. Scientists have finally figured out why.
What is it the husband can't get?
Scientists have figured out.
And you got a degree, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Aviation technology.
And he's not getting what?
He's not getting no. That's why they're suing. Get the money coming from the pizza place. Scientists have figured out why your long-term boyfriend eventually will cheat on you.
Because you have the elliptical nipples.
No. They say from Previa University in Italy, they have identified a molecule called the nerve growth factor. They call it NGF. When you first fall in love, you start producing crazy levels of this NGF, which is, of course, that euphoria and the passion you feel.
It's the beginning of a relationship. Just like a new car. It's anything. It's new. You're happy about it for a while. You're excited. You can't wait to get out your new car.
Watch it every day.
After a while, it's an old car and a new model comes out. Yeah. They did a
study at a university to figure this out. They say that this hormone lasts at most about a year. I mean, if you're really lucky, that lasts a year. And then they also say at that point, you've transitioned into the fact you love other things about her other than just that passion and sex, and you want to eat her up and smell her at every moment. It's possible.
And you'd like her to do what to you?
Scientists say they're not sure why falling in love makes you pump out so much NGF, but the molecule clearly...
I know what it is.
What? You get that a lot more at the beginning.
Just to hold a break.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
What'd you set up the website for then?
Just to have.
Just to have what?
Just to have a site.
The Russ Martin Show.
Let me put on those headphones. So why does the Cardinals have a site? And who are all those hot chicks on your...
They just asked to be friends.
No, they didn't ask.
Yeah, they do.
Where do they come from? Some of them are from out of state.
It's a site. They'll ask permission to be on your friends list, so you just say, okay.
So all those hot chicks came to you?
Yeah.
Have you hooked up with any?
If they're out of state, it's kind of hard to.
Not all of them are out of state. Some of them are in town.
Well, no, I really don't go in there very often. As you can see, the last time was the
November 10th.
Yeah.
So why'd you set it up?
Just to set it up, just to have.
Yeah,
it's opening up the universe to make new friends.
But you already have your own website. Is it Dr. Venegas or Carlos Venegas?
Dr. Venegas.
No.
It's always good to kind of...
So you're networking.
Exactly, networking.
You haven't hooked up with anyone?
No. It's not what it was meant for.
I think it is. That's why there's a picture of you in your bedroom.
No, as I tried to explain...
This is what I look like when I get up.
Every day.
See what you're coming into. No.
Yes. My lair.
Come into my palace de pollo.
No Chuck E. Chickens here. No, it's because that where I set the camera up, that's as high enough as a tripod as I have. I don't have a tripod, so that was on actually where the television...
Like the dresser?
Sits.
Oh.
No, where the television sits, the console.
Okay. Just looks odd. You got a guy in his suit standing in his bedroom.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what are you ready for? Where are you going?
I was ready to head out the door.
Where were you going?
That night, there was a drug rep dinner. So I'd taken a pharmaceutical dinner that I went to.
Okay.
So I was dressed like that, took the picture.
While I like smoking, I will take my picture. I will share it with the world. Show them inside of my palace de pollo. Come to the Carlos. It's okay now.
Come to my coop.
Chicken coop?
Are you dating anybody now?
A few people. Going out with a few people.
How come we never see anybody? I've never seen you...
Because every time I'm invited to something, I'm not supposed to bring anybody over, so I just...
So you decide to screw the porn stars that show up.
It's a lot easier to screw the porn stars if you don't have some babe hanging on your arm.
Yeah.
So
who are you seeing now?
A few people.
Well, who?
Well, JD knows of one that we've spoken about who's a flight attendant for Southwest.
Oh. Well, we go out to dinner. You never bring anybody.
Because I'm always told, no guests.
Don't bring them to the house. You're trying to bring people to the house you met at La Bear.
One time. Just once. And you said it was okay.
I'm going to show you this house. It is mine.
That's my home. See the large backyard? It is where your pollo runs.
That's where they run free. Let's run naked with the chickens. Some people run with their bull. What, Chloe? The chickens are excited. They're doing handstands.
Pet the chicken. It's okay.
Pet the chicken.
Touch the chicken head.
Won't bite. It won't bite.
Put the chicken head in.
No.
Just a little.
No.
Yes. Just start with the beak.
Mm-mm. Nope.
All right.
Thanks again for the ticket to the Stones.
How was the concert?
It was great. It was very, very good. In fact, St. John's going to call you to say thank you.
Why?
Because if it weren't for the present, it was a birthday gift, the tickets, he wouldn't have gone.
Oh.
And
did he really get anything out of it? Because he's what, 10?
Yeah. Yeah, he did. It was Delbert McClinton, which is really, I mean, we both weren't looking forward to that. But
why was he
open?
Why he open for the Stones?
I guess Merle Haggard got sick or has pneumonia or
he's got a new line of straws coming out. What?
Big press tour.
Yeah. Junket. What did Delbert McClinton play? He's got one hit, Giving It Up for Your Love. They came out around 80, I think.
I don't even know if he played that. I don't know his music, so.
How long did he play?
About an hour. Way too long. An hour.
How do you play an hour with no hits?
With one song.
It sounded the same. There was one slow song and everything else sounded the same. So I really couldn't tell you what it was.
How long did the Stones play?
2 hours. It was awesome.
How'd they look?
Good. I mean, Mick Jagger for 62 was all over the stage. I mean, really, really well. I mean, Ron Woods and Keith Richards, they look aged. Charlie Watts just sat back there and played great drums, but Mick Jagger, it was a whole show. It was really, really good.
What they close with?
Satisfaction. Sinjay, I mean, he knew of the Stones as far as the songs. He'd heard them on the radio, and when they started playing them, he would ask, "Well, what's the name of it?" I'd tell him. He said, "Oh, I've heard this. I didn't know it was them that played it." So
what they start with?
"Start Me Up."
Oh,
it was great. I mean, really, really.
Was it all hits, or did they try to play the new album?
They played a couple from the new album. The rest of them were all hits.
I should have gone.
No, something you would have really liked. I mean, it was really, really good. It was packed.
We couldn't afford tickets for ourselves.
No.
Sorry.
Used all our cash.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was worth it, though. I mean, I enjoyed it for all you guys.
Worth it to you. You didn't have to pay $300 a seat.
It wasn't $300 a seat. Not where I sat. I don't know what you did, but it wasn't $300 a seat.
Where did you sit?
Let's see. We're at how far are we in altitude here in Dallas?
387 feet.
425.
Was it 388? Were you up in the balcony?
425. It wasn't $300 seats. I don't know who told you that.
That's what Rob said. So the pair was cost
$6.
The pair?
Yeah.
The pair may have been close to, but it wasn't. I mean, if they sell you the tickets, I mean, I can tell you what they were.
Rob, what did you tell me the tickets for Dr. Venegas cost?
$600.
Did you see the tickets? Well, you saw them, Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
What was face value on them?
$180
a piece.
Mm-hmm. Good seats. Yeah, they were great seats, though. They were very, very good seats. But when you're saying $300 a piece, I don't know what you paid for them.
That's what we paid.
Face was $180. Face was $180.
We paid $300 a piece. That's why we couldn't go.
Yes. All our cash was gone.
It was good, though. It was a good show.
Glad you enjoyed it.
You would have loved Mick. Thank you, Dallas. Thank you.
I thought he said something else.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, I just pretty much came to drop something off to Rob. Came in to say hello to you and a thank you.
What'd you give Rob?
His prescription for his medication.
What's he on?
Well, he's on Adderall. You know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did.
And it's hard for him to come to the office during the day, so sometimes on my way home I'll just drop it off to him.
Oh, okay.
Drop him the prescription. Just kind of like I do with...
And everything's up to speed with JD and his CPAP. He doesn't have to do anything else. No more tests. He's done.
No, he's fine. He's fine. Unless there's going to be something that needs to be adjusted in about 6 months or a year, and they'll ask you how you're doing on it, like I kind of do.
Yeah, there's a little chip in the back of the machine you're going to take out after 6 weeks, and you send it to them in a little envelope, and they look over your first 6 weeks of sleep, and then they determine if it needs to be adjusted.
Right, and you've already adjusted it once because of when you first got it, but he's doing well on it.
Very well.
Does as you've got that blowing down your throat, does anything strengthen over a period of time?
It's not down your throat; it's up your nose.
Well, but it goes in your nose and then down your throat, doesn't it?
If you open your mouth, it comes out your mouth.
Your question was?
I don't care anymore.
Anything strengthen over time.
Does it strengthen anything? Because what it's doing is keeping that passageway from collapsing, right?
Correct. So what it does is basically it will start minimizing some of any inflammation that he's had going on that that develops over time with you trying to breathe a little bit better. Mm-hmm. You will start noticing decreases in your blood pressure, just normally, because your blood pressure has probably started to go up the more your sleep apnea or the obstructive sleep apnea became to be a problem. Okay. So your blood pressure.
Have you checked his BP since he got this CPAP?
No, not yet. I've asked him. He checks it on his own. I haven't done that yet.
Is it the same?
I haven't checked it for about a week.
Oh, I'd be curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check it tonight because you wake up in the morning. When you wake up, you're up, as opposed to laying there going, man, I don't know, maybe 30 more minutes or whatever. You wake up and you're like, I'm ready. It's amazing. It's really, it's just amazing.
I'm drowsy in the morning.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You might have it. I mean, the test wouldn't hurt you, but man, it's an amazing difference.
What's a profile? Is there a profile for people with sleep apnea?
Well,
everybody that comes up and says something to me, they're fat.
Weight's a big issue.
You think that is, but basically it has to do with profiles. Anyone who's clinically telling you they have problems with blood pressure, sleepless nights. I mean, they're just basically fitful nights. Restless leg syndrome can be caused by it.
What is a restless? Is that just kicking all night?
Yeah, you're constantly in motion, moving, twitching.
Every 20 seconds, I move my legs all night.
Yeah.
Well, when I did the test.
And now you aren't. I mean,
nope. As soon as you put the CPAP on me that night of the test, my legs settled down, and then I'd move one of them every couple of minutes.
Right. Well, and I'd ask you if Joy.
Why would not getting enough air make you kick your legs?
Because it's little fasciculations that basically is.
I've seen
a startle reflex.
Never mind. Go ahead. What?
It's like a startle reflex where you basically you're desaturating and your body's telling you to do something so you can anticipate breathing again. That's what it's doing. So it's waking you up so you consciously start doing it again in simplistic terms.
Oh.
So he's feeling better. Weight is not always an issue though. It can be, but it's not always.
You want to talk before you go?
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. Got a glass?
How about we just get you a straw?
Sure.
We don't have a straw. Take it out of the bottle.
Get your pool.
No, you have the herpes.
Well, give it to me then. What did this doctor of internal medicine just say I got?
The herpes.
You have the herpes.
Yeah, we get no.
All right. You going to finish news?
Sure. I'll do.
You leaving, Carlos?
Yes.
Okay, good to see you.
Discover Card just did a survey asking Americans their opinion on regifting this holiday season, which, of course, is you take a gift you don't want, you give it to somebody else. 60% of Americans said they were, quote-unquote, horrified at the thought of regifting. People are horrified by regifting. Almost half of Americans say they never return a gift. 3% say they almost always return a gift. 80% said they are thrilled or pleased to get a gift card. People also say that when they get gift cards, they use it to buy themselves something nice. If you give them cash, mostly they just pay bills. The annual list of America's most...
And we're not exchanging gifts this year, right?
We haven't discussed that. Do you not want to?
No.
Okay. It's fine with me. Did we not last year?
I knew it'd be okay with you.
Well, I don't mind. I bought you something last year. We were going out, and I bought you a very nice fire pit. $300 Brookstone fire pit.
And where is it now?
That's not the point.
And I don't think I got anything back.
Will you give a gift back? Well, it means I got to go out and get another one? Just because you moved into a house with a fire pit?
Yeah.
No. When you're rude enough to give a gift back.
I wasn't rude. There was nothing I was going to be able to do with it. I asked you, do you want it? You took it. And I can get another gift in its place.
I'll get you something this year.
I don't want anything.
I've already got it picked out. Don't even ask. I'm not telling you.
What is it?
I'm not On the annual list of America's most...
I don't want to exchange gifts.
Well, this is from last year. I got you something then.
Why don't we do like a Chinese Christmas
You
word?
don't give me no. I hate those.
Yeah, nobody likes Chinese. No. Take them back. What's a Chinese thing?
It's like everyone buys one gift, and then you do a drawing, and then someone selects a gift, they take it, and then the next person goes. Either they can take a gift out of the pile, or they can take your gift, and then you have to get another one.
So you only got to buy one?
Yes, everyone buys one gift. Set a price limit, say like between $30 and $50.
Then you get you can get the gift the guy just opened if you like that, or you go pick another one. It's a little game.
Oh. Well, let's do that. That way I don't have to do any shopping.
Okay.
Well, and we do like we did last year. Instead of buying stuff for each other, we gave stuff to charities.
I'd much rather do that. That'd be great.
But you're going to give me something in place of the fire pit that I can get to keep.
Absolutely. You're the one that gave it back to me, but yes, I will. Absolutely. All right. On the annual list of America's most literate cities in California and Texas make up the bottom 11, actually. Of the 69 U.S. cities with populations over 250,000, Stockton, California came in dead last in literacy. The most people that can't read the most are in Stockton, followed by El Paso, Texas, Corpus Christi, Anaheim, then Bakersfield, San Antonio, Texas, Fresno, and Santa Ana, Long Beach, Los Angeles, and finally Riverside at the very bottom of the list. By the way, the most literate city in the country, you want to guess?
Most literate?
Most literate. The other end of the list.
Thank you.
Sure. By the way, they rank the cities by newspaper circulation, number of bookstores, library resources, periodical publishing resources, educational attainment, and entertainment internet resources.
New York City.
Boston.
Seattle. Seattle, Washington's number one.
Oh, all right.
All right. Psychologists at the University of Newcastle in England have found that people who are creative professionally, folks like artists, poets, musicians, and yes, entertainers, people that are in comedy, have twice as many sexual partners as the rest of everybody else. Creativity is a sexual magnet, they say, since the work of artists produces what they say is a sexual allure. That's how you get all your women. You're funny, you're creative. People like that. Versus being a guy that works at EDS all day with computers and numbers. That's not sexy.
I think a lot of it's marketing. More people know you, so there's a better chance of going out with somebody.
I think chicks like to be with somebody who people know and talk about and are kind of in the media and when you go places. I mean,
I think it's still cash and nobody's going to notice.
No. God, here we go. Stop it. Don't go on that road again. Donald Trump says he has never taken a drink in his life, as he told New York Post magazine, quote, "Number one, I don't like the taste of alcohol. Number two, my brother died of alcoholism. I saw what alcohol did to him. Subconsciously, I think I'm not into people who drink. However, he is coming out with his own line of vodka. Naturally, it's called Trump Super Premium Vodka. He said by the summer of 06, I fully expect most people call for, in America to call for a TNT, a Trump and tonic."
Hold on. Yes, Frank.
Hey, man, about teacher salary, down here.
Pass that. Okay. BW?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
You do me a favor? I got a 15-year-old lab I'm fixing to have to put to sleep, and my daughter's never heard your poem about the dog.
And?
Would you say it? Come on, buddy.
What's wrong with the dog? Is it just old age?
Old wore out. Old duck hunting dog.
How old's your daughter?
17.
Yeah.
17.
All right. Let me see what I can do. Hang on. Did this run on Best Of?
Yes.
It did?
Oh, you know this last time? I don't think so.
Yeah. Because I think we've worn this poem out.
People lose animals every day. And they don't know where to get it. I get emails probably once every 2 weeks. Just going to put my dog down. Can you please tell me where to get it?
Let me see if I still have the tribute to Boo.
Ah, Jesus. Come on.
People enjoy that one.
No, they don't.
Let's see what I got.
The guy wants to hear the real poem.
This is a good one, too.
It's not. Oh, darn. Don't have it.
I might. Hang on.
I got news.
My time in prison. It's a sermon I never used. No, I don't have the tribute to Boo.
Good.
I bet Don Sierra has it on russmartin.info.
Jesus. I hate that guy.
Rob, see if you can find that. Thank you.
Well, if you ever think you've spoiled your kid, listen to this. Elizabeth Brooks celebrated her bar mitzvah yesterday with the help of 50 Cent, Tom Petty, Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, Kenny G, Don Henley, and Joe Walsh, who performed with Stevie Nicks. All this at a 13-year-old's bar mitzvah. Now, you can't really expect anything like this at your bar mitzvah unless your dad happens to be David H. Brooks, a multimillionaire defense contractor and the CEO of a bulletproof vest company called DHB Industries. Mr. Brooks.
What do you pay for all this?
$10 million.
Jeez.
Mr. Brooks allegedly paid Tyler and Perry $2 million for their performance, plus whatever it cost, of course, to send a private jet to pick them up. 50 Cent got a smaller fee. He was only paid $500,000 for 4 songs. And also, he did a little special spin on In the Club. He said, "Go, shorty, it's your bar mitzvah. We're going to party like it's your bar mitzvah." Kenny G got $250,000 for the pre-cocktail dinner music. The party reportedly cost $10 million, and the kids all got $1,000 gift bags on the way out, including digital cameras and a new video iPod.
Sounds like something at the Emmys.
Yeah.
Where all the guests get a box of crap.
13-year-old. What's he possibly going to do for this kid's 16th and 18th birthday? I remember when you had the Stones here, Dad. You suck. If Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey are finally getting a divorce, however, according to Extra, before Jessica and Nick got married in 2002, he drew up a prenuptial agreement because at that time, of course, he was the bigger star. Jessica refused to sign it, preferring to going to marriage very much optimistic. As everybody knows, Jessica has become the bigger star and Nick during the marriage. Well, at this point, if they get divorced, including the $35 million they're going to have to that she made last year, they're going to have to split it because he's not making any cash at all. HBO cameras.
What does he do, or what was he?
He was a singer in a group.
Boy band.
Yeah.
Is that the name of it?
No, it was
was it Backstreet?
No.
Like 98 Degrees.
98 Degrees, that was it.
Okay. They bust up?
They didn't even bust up, they just sucked up.
They what?
They sucked up.
Oh.
They had one hit and then they catered.
What was the hit?
It wasn't even that big.
Oh. It was 98 Degrees?
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
So, anyway, now he'll get half her cash. HBO cameras are going to follow our friend Heidi Fleiss around as she tries to set up her male brothel now in Nevada. Former Hollywood Madam is planning to open up her Heidi's Stud Farm, a bordello of men for women. The documentary will include breaking...
That's the one she wanted me to go out for the weekend.
Uh-huh. It's going to be a 60-acre property she owns, and it's basically... they're going to follow her from groundbreaking all the way up to the beginning. It's going to be an HBO special. She said her stud farm would be Nevada's first male brothel for women customers. I don't understand that at all.
Why?
What woman halfway decent?
They're not. They're not going to be halfway decent.
They're going
to be nasty. They're going to be nasty chicks with cash.
All right.
And with guys, that doesn't work. Women see a guy with cash, and all of a sudden his sexuality goes up tenfold.
Oh, absolutely.
A chick, I don't care how much real estate you're sitting on, it doesn't make any difference to us. Bad boobs are bad boobs.
Yeah, nasty is nasty.
Yeah, and we can't get it up for that. I don't care how much cash is sitting there.
Female Keith Richards. Sorry. No matter what you make. New survey by the National Fatherhood Initiative finds that Americans who get married between 23 and 27 years of age have a chance of a happy marriage. After that, you pretty much don't. The worst chance of a happy marriage comes for people who wait until the age 28 or later. Almost half of the people who got married for the first time at 28 or older say their marriages are very happy. If you get married early, chances are you're going to be married. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Actually, it should be the opposite.
Bored.
Okay. Let's see here. Back in August, 30-year-old Stacy Driver of Cleveland, Texas, died while shoplifting at Walmart. Seems the security guard tackled him. In the process, they suffocated him, and they killed him. Now, the Driver family, of course, is suing Walmart for an undisclosed amount, saying the store was negligent because the security guards were not trained correctly.
They'll go shoplifting where they don't know how to subdue shoplifters.
They put him down, they held him down, and basically they said, also, he had methamphetamines in his system, too. That was a secondary cause. So he was high on drugs. But they said, the coroner ruled asphyxiation was the major cause.
Okay. No, shoplifting was the cause. And you stayed at home and done nothing, then you'd still be breathing.
Yeah. But they're going to sue Walmart. You know they'll settle. They'll make some cash. The Anti-Defamation League. Defamation League is...
just hold on. Okay.
That's good. That's good.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. I like this poem.
Stop it. You were there for the birth of my children.
Oh, Jesus. Not this one. Not this one.
Yeah, the other one's burnt out.
It's not.
People like the tribute to Boo.
No, the other one makes people cry.
This one
only makes me cry.
Boo, you were there for the birth of my children. You saw me through many rough times in my life. You gave me unlimited love and asked for nothing more than a small bowl of food and water and a gentle pat on the head. The joy and excitement in your eyes would wash away my problems after I had a long, hard day at work. But the time has come for you to leave. To hope that possibly another family would want you. To sit in a strange place and beg passers-by to give you a home. You must also hope that love finds you again quickly before your time runs out. I do not wish you death, but I know it's a reality. In this place, I've chosen to leave you.
God bless.
As I stand here in the animal shelter looking at you, I know I'm doing the right thing. For me.
Jesus Christ. Let me up off of this one. It's been 15 years.
Still a heinous crime.
It's not a heinous crime.
You took your family pet of 10, 11. How old was Boo?
10.
Okay. Left her in a shelter.
Yes, a shelter. I didn't throw her on the street.
Congratulations.
She would have had a better chance on the street.
She would.
On the street, somebody would have picked her up. There at the shelter, she gets the Stanley.
No, she didn't get the Stanley.
Mm-hmm.
She got adopted, I'm sure, to a lovely family.
Probably by a carpenter.
No. Loving, sweet little dog. I did the best I could at the time.
The best you could would have been to hang on to her.
I couldn't.
Why?
I've explained this before. I had nowhere to live that would accept a dog.
How would they know you had a dog in there? She didn't make any noise.
We have to walk her occasionally, and she does make noise.
Well, then you take her out in the middle of the night.
She's a beagle. That's what they do.
They do that when they get the Stanley.
No. No, they quit making that when they get the Stanley.
Why didn't you ask me to take her?
I have a hard time asking people for favors.
So you put her to sleep?
I didn't put her to sleep.
No, you didn't have the balls to do it yourself. You had the shelter to do it.
I didn't.
Nobody's going to adopt a 10-year-old beagle.
You don't know that. She was cute. She was healthy.
But she probably only had... How long do beagles last?
Probably 2 or 3 years.
Okay. Who's going to get attached to an animal when they know in 2 or 3 years it's going to be gone?
It's the best I could do at the time. I had no money. I had no job. I had an apartment that wouldn't take dogs. And I had an ex-wife that wouldn't take her. That was the understanding. She would take the dog with her when she went. And
so you decided to put her in the little puppy Auschwitz?
No. There's no Auschwitz. There's no ovens. There's no...
We're not leave off. God. I'm doing the right thing.
Yes.
For me. I'm rewarding your lifelong loyalty and companionship with abandonment. You're far too much trouble. I'm sorry you can't understand as you stare at me. I can hear your voice as I prepare to leave. Daddy, what have I done wrong?
Oh, Jesus.
Daddy, will you be coming back? If I promise not to do it again, Daddy, can I please come home? I'm scared. This isn't my bed. This floor is cold. Please take me home, Daddy. I know you expect me to come and remove you from that small, cold cage at any moment and take you back home, but I cannot. I have forsaken you, and yet you still love me. I know I could return years from now and your love would not have diminished. You were my friend. You were my little girl. I feel your love even as I walk away. Goodbye, Pumpkin. Love, Daddy. And then they took her in the other room and slammed her head in the door. Next. I don't know how you do that.
I did the best I could at the time. It was a very hard time in my life. My mom had just died. I went through a divorce.
So you figured, your mom needs a pet.
Her and Boo always got along very nicely. Run to mommy.
So what else? Your mom died?
Mom died, lost my job, the TV show with us, and I was in the middle of going through a divorce. No cash. I had nowhere to go. Just signed a deal with an apartment that wouldn't accept pets. You have to walk the dog, and the dog barks. They're going to find out. It's an apartment with no animals. They're going to see the dog.
Okay.
Ex-wife wouldn't take, even though the ex-wife was living with somebody with a big backyard, wouldn't take the dog.
What was the reason for that?
Because it was from our marriage, and he was just a
child. Oh, the guy didn't want it?
Yeah.
And she didn't have anything to say?
She didn't, apparently not. She left it in our house for, I didn't go by the house for 2 days, because I didn't think there was any living animals in the house.
So when she moved out, she got all her stuff out of the house. The house is empty, and she left Boo in there.
Right. The deal was she took the dog with her. And I got there, and the dog was there 2 days later. No lights on. There was some food and some water.
So she still had stuff.
Never called me and said, hey, by the way, I left Boo. Nothing. I just got there.
What did she say when you asked her about it?
Well, Bill won't take her. Bill won't take the dog. Well, thanks for letting me know. It was an incredibly hard time.
Certainly no reason to let the dog live.
I took it to a shelter. I did the best I could at the time. I really did. Yeah.
A-hole.
God, wow.
Oh, nonsense.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Me and you and